Good evening and welcome to the Gator Hall here at Oratory Prep as the Rams have raced out to an 8-0 lead over the visiting Rutgers Prep. Hi, I'm John Hughes, soon to be joined alongside and over. Rams have raced out to a quick lead Prep. And here with 5 minutes and 7 seconds left after the charge on Oratory Prep, I hand it back over to Andrew Van Hoven for the call.
Good evening, everybody. Here we are. Greg Jones picks up a steal after a missed pass there by Jones. Gives it a jump around, kicks it out to Bradley. Drives inside. Euros. No call there. A lot of contact there from Jaden Collins, but no call. Loses the ball, and it's Oratory. Asher Bradley with a wide open transition layup, and that's easy.
Oratory's first basket after a hot 8-0 run in the first minute.
A lot of shots and a lot of rebounds here. John Pearl gets a big defensive board, and the Rams are off. Next trick slows up the play a little bit. Kicks it out to Bradley. Drives inside, tries to spin, doesn't get anything. Big steal there from Collins, kicks it up, nothing. Collins picks it up down low and gives it off. And a big layup there from PG.
PG with the basket.
Here's Jones again. Trying to find something. Loses his man, drives inside. Goes for a step back down the baseline, doesn't get anything. And Max Cook drops the ball, but keeps it. Kicks it out to Perot before the backcourt violation. Very well done there from Max Cook. Now here's Bradley. Kicks it to Jones, guarded by Collins. Gets double teamed. Kind of gets past his man, goes up for the layup, and is no good off the backboard. Big rebound there by BJ. Kicks it up to Collins, gets nothing. And a big layup there from Jones after a little bit of contact there from Conniff, but big layup. Here's Greg Jones. Guarded by PJ. Big dime there. Kicks it off to John Perot down low. And a big layup there for the Rams as the Rams take a 12-8 lead with 3 minutes left in this first quarter. Here comes Collins. It's out. Big three here from Jones, and it's good from Jones.
Jones, the senior, with his first basket of the game, averaging 15. With just the first basket, 5 in his 15 seconds into the first.
Bradley working on his man. Gets past one, gets past two. John Perone in the corner for three. There it is from John Perone, getting a three right back. Here comes Atkins. Kicks it up to Pidgey. Pidgey for three. No good, but a big rebound there. Tipped by Conniff and then tried to push forward there by Max Cook, so it's not going to be a backcourt.
Jones, the lanky forward, manages to keep it in the front court. And another offensive set for Rutgers Prep.
Here's Atkins. Yelling to set up a play here. Doesn't seem like Rutgers Prep can get their offense going. Gives it back to Jones. Kicks it to Kelly. No good there on the mid-range from Collins. As the Rams get the rebound and now they're out. Here's Bradley again on the right wing. Gets past this man, trying to go through. But that's going to be a foul on number 11. It's going to be a foul there on Collins. It's going to be a blocking foul. Substitution here for Oratory as Greg Jones comes out for Nick Servito. Pidgey is also subbed out of the game for Miles Parker, a sophomore. Servito to inbound here. Finds Bradley. Guarded by Collins. Finds Conniff. Gets past his man. Bradley with the right-hand layup, but no good. Servito tries to get big on the rebound there, and it looks like it's deflected off one of the Rutgers Prep players, and that's going to be Oratory's inbound underneath the basket.
Oratory's game plan pretty clear early on, Andrew. Dribble drive, looking to create space for the three-point basket.
It's Kelly there, goes for a big steal after the inbound. He goes to Conniff, and that's still going to be Oratory's ball. Asher on the inbound, looking for somebody. Finds Cook. Almost steps out of bounds there, but nothing. Guarded by Kelly. Drives in, kicks it to Bradley. Finds John Perone at the top. Drives in. Servito in the corner. Here's Bradley again.
Oratory's game plan, Andrew, clearly to slow down a red-hot Rutgers Prep offense, averaging 72 points per game this season, which is in the top 20 in New Jersey in total scoring average.
A lot of handles there from Bradley, but loses the ball. A behind-the-back pass gives to the Collins. Another behind-the-back pass, and that's going to be an easy, wide-open layup there for Franklin Jones. That's a little bit too much dribbling there from Bradley, causes a turnover. You can see how unhappy Coach Doherty is with that. Here's Cook. Kicks it to Conniff. Perone in the corner, goes baseline. Goes up for the layup, and that's going to be good from John Perone! And a big and one there.
Jones got set underneath, but his own player pushes Perone into him, and he's actually limping in the low block as Perone goes to shoot one.
Cameron Pidgey being subbed out of the game here for John Kelly after that foul on John Perone, and here's his first free throw. Good there. Completes the and one, making the score 18-13 with 23 seconds left in this first quarter. Atkins brings up the ball. Looking for a last shot here. Waiting at the clock. 10 seconds left. Getting their play started. Here's Atkins. Makes a move on John Perone. Kicks it out to Pidgey. Pidgey with the mid-range at the end of the quarter. No good. Big rebound from Atkins. Puts it up. No good. And then last shot of the quarter there from Franklin Jones is a putback layup, but no good for him. That's going to be the end of this first quarter here for the Rams as they lead 18-13 at the end of this first quarter, and we'll see you in a few minutes for the start of the second.
Here to begin second stanza yet again as we're having some minor tech glitches early on. Really grateful for the Parents Guild for our support with all this incredible software as we get ready to get back underway with Rutgers Prep taking the ball at the timeline, passing it back off to Andrew Van Hoven on the call tonight.
We're going to be coming back here, and the Rutgers Prep Minutemen are going to be inbounding the ball to start this second quarter. He inbounds it to Atkins, and we are underway again in the second quarter. Atkins drives through, kicks it to Jones. Jones up for the layup. No good from good defense from Perone, but gets his rebound. Goes up with the layup again, and that's going to be a foul on Max Cook. Didn't look like Max jumped or really did much of anything except put his hands up, but
a little bit concerning early on is the Rams getting killed on the offensive glass. Rutgers Prep with 8 offensive rebounds in just the last 5 minutes rather.
Jones makes his first of 2. And here's his second. Greg Jones come back into the game here for Oratory after the first quarter break. Jones makes his second. Finds Cook. Gets past his man. He's getting double teamed. Finds Servito. Tries to go down low to Conniff. Finds him. Kicks it out to Cook on the wing. Finds John Perone up top. Kicks it down low for Conniff. And Conniff with a big layup there. Great ball movement there by the Rams to find an open layup down low for Conniff. Here's Collins. Collins drives in on Max Cook. Floater and is good.
Collins showing why he's committed to the Max Marist.
Finds a cross-court pass to Perone. Tries to go down low to tries to go down low to Pat Conniff, but that's going to be a kick ball violation there on Miles Parker. Servito coming out of the game. Asher Bradley coming back in. And as he is going to be inbounding the ball down low. Finds John Perone. John Perone takes his 3. No good off the back rim, but a big rebound there from Max Cook over his defender.
Greg Jones screaming for it at the elbow.
Goes for the steal there, but doesn't get it. Here's Bradley. Finds Jones. Some sketchy passes here being thrown by Oratory. I'm surprised Rutgers Prep haven't jumped on those. Finds Perone. Drives inside, kicks it out to Conniff, but no good. An errant pass there from Perone as he got a little bit of contact while going down low, and the pass goes out of bounds.
You could see the look in Perone's eyes as he saw Miles Parker set up in the lane to take the charge, and that may have altered his pass ever so slightly, and Rutgers Prep takes the ball.
Here's Collins. Kelly also subbed back into the game for the Minutemen here. Collins again. Drives inside. A big block there from Bradley. And Bradley's running up the court. He's got one ahead of him. Big left-hand finish, and it's going to be good from Asher Bradley. Over 2 players as Kelly went for the backboard block.
Finishes it even with the goaltend.
A lot of contact there going down low as Kelly gets the 3 out, and that's going to be short. Go off the front rim and go long. Here's Jones. Jones with the 3-on-2 here. Gives it out to Bradley. Goes down low on Kelly, and that's going to be a foul and an and 1 for Asher Bradley again. Kelly trying to take the charge down low, but he didn't get his feet set in time.
Kelly slid his right foot, turning a little bit to take the contact. Couldn't stay set. Bradley takes advantage, and the Rams open up their largest lead since the first minute of the game.
Kelly's going to get subbed out here after that foul, and Jones is going to come back in as Asher shoots his 1 free throw. Try and complete the and 1. And he makes it. Completed the and 1. Here's Atkins. Tries to go quick up the court, finds Collins. Drives down low, goes up for the layup. And another floater there. Another floater for Collins going down low.
Ball looked like it had legs on the rim as it went in the basket.
Here's Cook. Big steal there from Collins. He goes down low on Perone. And they're going to call a foul on John Perone there after a big and one layup there from Collins. The Rutgers Prep coaching staff look to be taking a full timeout here.
Coach Doherty trying to settle his Rams after a 5-0 run in the span of 20 seconds. Also of note that with the basket, Jaden Collins surpasses 1,000 points for his Rutgers Prep career as Rutgers Prep slides out in front of their bench to take a photo as the Marist commit celebrates becoming what I believe is the 7th Rutgers Prep player to reach that milestone. Coach Doherty responding with class and using the timeout as well as we take a step back briefly for Mr. Collins.
An incredible feat by really any high school basketball player, and big congratulations there to Jaden Collins. Especially with an and one basket like that. It's a good way to hit 1,000.
Important note that Oratory has its own player in pursuit of that mark. Mike Perone, who's unfortunately sidelined for tonight. Hopefully we'll see him back for one of the remaining 3 or 4 games as he's got under 50 points to go to reach that milestone. We hope to see him climbing that threshold as well in the near future. And we hope he's back on the court very, very soon. The Susquehanna commit as of last week. Congrats to him as well.
I believe Mike Perone is 21 points away from 1,000. So whenever he gets back from his foot injury that's been bothering him for a little, whenever he gets back after that foot injury, I'm sure it'll take him 1-2 games at most to hit that. So that'll be a feat in and of itself.
Curious to see what that layoff does for Rutgers Prep. Almost 2 minutes on the court there. Let's see how quickly they can refocus, and maybe the Rams can regain theirs after a quick 5-0 run by Rutgers Prep.
Here's Collins. Misses his free throw off the front rim. He gets his rebound and tips it back. And they're not going to call a backdoor violation. And now they're going to call a foul on Max Cook for Franklin Joe's drive down low. I don't know what you saw, John, but to me,
in the end there, because there's no established team control, it's actually the right call. Despite 3 tips by the Minutemen, there is, in fact, no backcourt violation. Rutgers Prep takes advantage of a fairly lucky bounce, but they're not, as Jones isn't able to capitalize on the extra free throws.
Ball don't lie. Here's Jones for the second.
I'll admit, as a referee, it's a line that I absolutely can't stand, but I get your take on that.
Finds Servito. Oratory been doing a really good job breaking down this press that the Rutgers Prep team have got going. Tries to find Servito down low, but a big steal there from Parker as Atkins is off and running. Here's Jones. Throws a lob up to Collins. And he gets the layup. That's going to be good. Double team here on Asher in the corner. He's just going to have to throw it up to Jones, and he gets it off. Atkins misses the ball. Kicks it all the way down to Servito. Looks for the bounce pass to Perone, but doesn't find him. Finds Cook instead. Perone in the corner. Perone shoots from the corner. Bang! Great catch and shoot 3 there from John Perone to slow down the Minutemen momentum. Here's PG. And a big steal there from Greg Jones. He's running down. PG's right behind him. Goes up for the layup. And that's going to be good for Greg Jones in transition. But the Minutemen are out in transition as well. Finds PG down low for a layup, and he finds him, and it's going to be good. Here's Bradley slowing up the play here for the Rams.
That's been the key so far early on, with the Rams responding to every Minutemen run with a basket or two of their own. Quick 3 or a layup in transition. Again, trying to slow down a Minutemen offense that averages 72 points per game. And they've only got 26 as we near the halfway mark of the second quarter.
With the defensive mind of the Rams here with 26 points with 4 minutes out in the second quarter, the Rams are also on pace to destroy their season average for how many points they score in a game is a big foul there. Greg Jones getting fouled when he's going down the line, but with 30 points with 4 minutes left in the second, that's going to be a foul there for the Minutemen. 30 points in with 4 minutes left in the second quarter, excuse me, as they average around 47, 50 points a game. They're definitely in for a big scoring night here as Kelly comes back into the game after Atkins is subbed off. Conniff coming back into the game as well. Here's Jones on a second. And that's going to be good from Jones. Here's Pagee. Gives it off to Collins. Looks like they're trying to draw up another play here. Here's Collins. Motions him away. Screen from Kelly. Finds Parker for 3 on the wing, but that's going to be no good, but a big rebound here from Kelly. But John Perone gets the steal. Gives it off to Bradley. It's going to be a 2v2. Bradley's going to go up with it himself, and he's going to get a lot of contact there, but no foul call. As Collins is tripping over the ball, gives it to Cook. Kicks it out to Bradley in the corner for 3. No good off the front rim. That's going to be a big rebound there, but Max is going to get the ball back, but Bradley slips on the court, and he's going to miss the ball.
A little bit of a helter-skelter sequence for both the Rams and the Minutemen, both clamoring for a little bit of contact and arguably a foul call either way. As the Minutemen take possession back just to the left of the timeline.
Thought at least one of those steal attempts was going to get called for a kick ball or a travel on the floor or anything really, but no call there. But Oratory also can't take advantage of it. Pagee here for 3, and that's going to be off the back rim. And a big rebound there from John Perone. Max Cook finds Greg Jones up top. Collins almost kills Jones on the wing, and Jones hits the 3 in the corner after leaving Collins jumping into the stands.
Now, Andrew, as the Rams lead continues to get near double digits, it's important to note as Pat Conniff gets the block, but we're going to say that Franklin Jones tips the ball after the block, and it's going to go the other way.
That's a huge momentum booster here for the Rams. What a block there from Conniff. My goodness.
But continuing that thought, Andrew, Rutgers Prep averages just 7 made three-pointers a game. With that lead getting bigger and bigger, that could be a concern as we get later and later in the game.
Definitely looks like there's a big steal there from Kelly as he's losing his footing there. Definitely looks like Rutgers Prep are going to be looking to shoot a little bit more so they can cut down this lead as much as they can. As Greg Jones drives inside, turns around for the fadeaway, and it's good from Greg Jones. On Kelly's head. Greg Jones tips the ball after the pass from Kelly, but Pagee gets it, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. The ref calls a backcourt violation.
It was definitely tipped, Andrew. We're going to go the other way. We're going to go back to Rutgers Prep.
This could be an interesting call here from the referees as Greg Jones absolutely tipped that basketball. That's going to be the Minutemen's ball. That's definitely the right call there. That's why you got 2 referees on a basketball team. Here's Atkins to inbound. Collins again. Kicks that to Kelly. Finds Parker. Almost an errant pass. Kelly keeps slipping on the ground. He keeps falling over. I don't know if his shoes aren't having enough traction or something as Jones drives in and yams one down. My goodness.
Jones slams it with authority. And the Rutgers Prep JV team, small but mighty, still here. As we have a player control foul on Max Cook with the sophomore Miles Parker taking the charge in the lane. Third charge on Oratory of the game.
Wow. An incredible sequence here for the Minutemen. After a big dunk there from Franklin Jones, and then a charge called on Max Cook as he's going to be subbed out now for Nick Servito. Here's Collins. The Rams having a 9-point lead with 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the second quarter in this first half. Collins goes to make a move, gets a mid-range up. It's going to be no good. A big rebound there from Atkins as he falls. Jones is going to keep the ball in bounds. Very close, though. Here's Bradley. Kicks it to Servito. Drives out. Kicks it out to Bradley. A lot of contact there from Bradley as he goes down, but Parker fumbles the ball. Here's Servito. And a big acrobatic finish there from Parker as he goes around the Servito challenge.
You can hear assistant coach Joe Barisi screaming to stop ball as the Rams are unable to do so on that last possession.
Jones finds Perone in the corner for three again. Another one for John Perone. A big three there with 43 seconds left in the first half. It's the Rams take a 10-point lead over Rutgers Prep. Collins drives down low. That's gonna a big foul there from Conniff. Fouling Jaden Collins as he drives down low. I think that's the right call there, though.
Pat Conniff gets the block, but with the follow through on the arm. But fortunately, that's just his first, with 37.8 seconds left here in the second, which certainly bodes well for Oratory as they struggle, but even despite being up 10 on the glass against the Minutemen.
Here's Collins. So he makes his first. Substitution here for the Minutemen as Kelly is being subbed out.
Jaden Jones enters for his first minutes.
Makes his second free throw here. Collins after double bounce gets it to Servito, kicks it back to Conniff, but gets it. Jaden Jones gets it, gives it off to Adkins, and that's going to be a big layup there at the end of that sequence here with 30 seconds left in this half. Jones tries to find it, kicks it out to Perone, drives inside, kicks it to Jones. Jones looks like he's going to be getting double teamed here, finds Perone, tries to drive to the baseline, but doesn't find anything. That's going to be a jump ball here.
The Oratories.
Looks like the referees are going to be saying that it's Oratory's ball with 15 seconds flat left in the second quarter with a lead of just 6 points.
And Coach Doherty's going to draw up a timeout here as the Rams up 6 with the last possession potentially going into halftime.
30-second timeout here for the Rams. Looks like Coach Doherty's going to
So, Andrew, what do you think Coach Doherty's drawing up here? Again, John Perone hot from beyond the arc. 3 threes already, which is just too shy of his season average. What do you think?
I think Coach Doherty here, I think he's got a few players that if he gives the ball to any of them, I think he's got it in good hands. If you give it to John Perone on the streak he's having right now in this first half, like you said, 3 threes, I think that's a good option. Always a good option to give it to Greg Jones at the end of a half. And I think they can rely on, even if it comes down to it, a Conniff layup down low or even an Asher Bradley 3. So I think either way, whoever gets the ball here, as Servito's going to be inbounding, I think Coach Doherty's happy
Also
with it.
a quick trigger 3.
Finds Bradley out in his own backcourt. Tries to make a move on Adkins. Finds Jones. It's going to an errant pass there from Greg Jones as he tries to find Servito, but gets it all wrong. That's going to leave the Minutemen with 7.1 seconds left in this first half to get another basket here to cut the lead down to potentially 3 points. 5 seconds. Collins drives inside, and that's going to be a big layup, but that's going to be no good. But Collins puts it up at the end of the half. He puts up an off-balance put-back layup to end this first half, cutting the lead down of the Rams to just 4 points. As the score is now 40-36 after a big layup there from Jaden Collins, the 1,000-point scorer. We'll see you in 10 minutes after halftime. Here's Pagee. Atkins drives down low. Big hop step there as Collins drops the ball. And that's going to be an Oratory inbound here after a turnover there by the Minutemen. Speaking of turnovers, Oratory in the first half, 12 turnovers. Got to keep a little bit more retention of the ball there. Just trying not to give it away as much. 12 turnovers for them, and I believe it's resulted in a lot of fast break points as a big layup there from Conniff off the glass, as the Minutemen have had 24 points in the paint as of halftime, which is clearly more than half their points. As Jones drives inside, Jaden Collins almost gets a putback dunk, but here comes John Perone, drives down, and he drops the ball, and Kelly picks it up. It's a 2-on-3 here in favor of the Minutemen. Collins goes up. No, he doesn't. He gives it off to Jones, and then he goes up and gets a layup. Here's Greg Jones. Drives inside on Pagee, kicks it out to Conniff. Finds Jones again to reset. Jones drives inside, finds Max Cook, finds Conniff. Conniff puts a three in Kelly's face, and that's going to be off the front rim. Little miscommunication there from Atkins and Jones, but Atkins comes up with the ball. Cook's following him, kicks it out to Pagee in the corner for three. That's going to be no good. Big rebound there from Conniff, but then gives it off to Bradley, possibly unintentionally. Here's Bradley. Working on Kelly again. Kelly, a lot of fouls there in the first half, I believe 3. Here comes Conniff, tries to trap him. Goes inside with a floater there for Conniff, and that's going to be no good. Jones tries to go for the steal. Jones going down low for a layup, and that's going to be good there on Pat Conniff again. That's Rutgers. That's the Minutemen's game. Points in the paint. They dominated in the paint in the first half, only scoring 1-3 in the first half. But it looks like their points in the paint are going to be able to help them cut this lead down, as the lead is now 2 points. Bradley drives inside with a right-hand layup, and that's going to be no good off the backboard as Collins drives down low, finds Jones again, and that's going to be another dunk for Jones in transition.
High game for the first time since the 3-minute mark of the first quarter, and we are 44 all here in the third quarter.
Jones drives inside, and that's going to be a floater, and that's going to be no good there for Jones. The Rams cannot buy a basket right now. Throws up a lob to Collins, and that is an errant pass. Not a good pass there, but Jaden Collins, my goodness, how he got up.
And early on, it looks like the Rams are playing a little bit tight here to start the third quarter with very few made baskets. And Rutgers Prep going for the backdoor pass and the alley-oops and all the highlight reel stuff here early on, despite being just tied.
As we know, the Rams have had historically bad third quarters as Max drives down low and gets a layup there. Very well done there from Max Cook. But as we know, the Rams have not been good during third quarters. It's been historically their worst quarter, so we're going to see if they can turn that around here and keep this lead that they got maybe get the lead back that they had before, the 4-point lead going into half. As before, Parker there missed a three, and here's Bradley. Kicks it out to Cook. Finds Perone in the corner. Perone in the corner for three. Can he do it? No. The tussle there between Atkins and Conniff. Collins comes out with the ball. Kick to Pagee. Stops and then gets a nice layup there after he gets Max Cook to jump. Here's Jones. Working on Pagee. Gets past him. Kicks it out to Bradley. Bradley makes a move on Parker. Goes down. They're going to call it
a hold here on Jones. Here, not Jones, Parker, the sophomore. He's done a great job in the paint taking a charge or two, but he appears held Servito.
Cook gets the ball in the corner, kicks it out to Bradley. Finds his way around Pagee. Bradley goes down low, kicks it down to Servito, and that's going to be a foul on Kelly again. The coaching staff seems to think that he got his feet set for a charge. Another blocking foul there. And the ball's going to be down low as Asher was not shooting the ball as he was passing it to Servito. If I'm not mistaken, that's Kelly's fourth foul in this game. Still with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. I don't know why they haven't pulled him. Max almost slips on the ball, and with a seemingly out of bounds, Collins gets it, kicks it up to Parker, kicks it up to Atkins on a jumping pass. Atkins hop steps and tries to put up a floater. That's going to be off Nick Servito, and that's going to be the Minutemen ball. As I was saying before, Kelly comes out of the game. Franklin Jones comes back in. As the Minutemen are going to inbound here underneath the Oratory basket. That was a very strange inbound play. Atkins just throws up the ball to Collins when he's sitting in the paint, and he puts up a jump layup, but it doesn't go, and it goes off one of the Minutemen out of bounds, so it's going to be Oratory's inbound here. Does Oratory have to try and get some kind of basket here to stop this Minutemen momentum? Bradley gets by Atkins. Gets around Jones as well. Drives down low, puts up a layup, and it's going to be good from Bradley after getting past three defenders.
Nearly a foul call. You saw the right arm go up by the referee there. No good. And we're going to have a foul on the three-point shot. John Perone getting body contact. We're going to have three shots here for a Rutgers prep team that shoots, however, only 54% from the line, with Pagee going to shoot three here.
A lot of controversy going on here. This Pagee hits his first. They're getting fouled on the pull-up three in transition from John Perone. Pagee with his second. Scores it. Cook coming out of the game, replaced here by Jones after a short break for him. Try and get his energy back up, replenish. Maybe he can get a few baskets here for Oratory. This three here. This three that they could take the lead, and they do after that.
Minutemen's first lead since well into the first quarter here, and their intensity is certainly ramped up.
Servito looking for a grab there on Collins as he tries to pass the ball to Bradley, but he's not going to get anything. But Oratory's still going to get an inbound here. John Perone gets the ball, gives it off to Jones. Guarded by Pagee. Tries to make a move. He's getting double teamed, sort of. Here comes Conniff. Tries to go down low, but doesn't find anything. Gives it out to Bradley. Gets past Atkins with a nice behind the back, and he drops the ball. But he somehow finds Greg Jones. Jones for three. No good off the front rim. The ball's going to be off Franklin Jones after him and Conniff both contest for the rebound. And that's going to be Oratory's ball. Kicks it to Servito. Finds Jones. Guarded by Franklin Jones. Euro steps, goes in, and that's going to be a huge block there from Franklin Jones. But the ball lanes out of bounds, and that's going to be Oratory's inbound again.
Coach Doherty lamenting what he thought was a blatant grab by Collins on Jones to no avail as the Rams get ready for their third offensive set here in the front court.
Gives the ball to Bradley, guarded by Collins. Gets past him. That's going to be another foul here. It's going to be a hold here on Jaden Collins. This is going to be the Rams' fourth offensive possession in a row. The Minutemen have been playing a long defensive stretch here. But can they make it so that Oratory misses a shot? Jones tries to go down low. Kicks it to Perone. Perone for three up top. And he makes it again! John Perone is lighting up this court tonight with his fourth three of the game. Atkins drives down low. Kicks it to Parker. Parker for three. That's going to be no good off the back rim. And a big rebound from John Perone as Franklin Jones pokes it out of his hands. But that's still going to be the Rams' ball.
And Andrew, you can't underestimate the impact of that three by John Perone after Minutemen thought they had held the Rams on four straight offensive possessions, only to allow a straight three by Perone and find themselves back trailing again in this game.
I've said this all season. When John Perone's hot, he's definitely hot. Thought they were going to call travel there. John Perone throws an errant bounce pass. Kicks it out to Atkins in the corner. Conniff steps up. Atkins for three. That's going to be no good. And Asher Bradley gets the rebound. Asher here with the 2-on-1. Gets around his man and spins for the layup. John Perone puts it up for the putback, and it's good. After a strange spin layup, and it looks like Bradley's limping here. After maybe a little bit of contact, maybe a bumping of knees there. Collins drives inside. That's going to be a big foul there on John Perone, and that's going to be 2 points there for Jaden Collins. He's getting up a little slowly here, Collins, but
Collins getting up to both two stars in the game. Bradley and Collins both struggling a little bit, likely both from that initial sequence down to the low post at the Rams basket.
looks to be okay. Seems to just maybe hit the deck a little bit too hard, or maybe he's just a little bit tired. But looks like Jaden Jones is going to be stepping in here in just a second after this free throw here from Jaden Collins is first. And he misses, and a big rebound there from Conniff. 40 seconds left here in this third quarter. The Rams are up by 2 to score 51-53. Rams not had an amazingly productive offensive quarter, but we know that was going to be the case, and that's going to be a jump ball. Bradley looking to be complaining for a foul here as his nose is bleeding. They're going to say he's got to come off the court because you can't be on the court with any kind of blood coming from wherever. Looks like Max Cook is going to be coming in for him.
Floor as we have blood in the court, and our athletic trainer, the legend Chris Listella, comes out and takes care of everything, and he'll also take care of Mr. Bradley real quick here. Also of note that Atkins, the senior, also has to come out. Apparently he's bleeding as well.
Just a big collision there between Atkins and Bradley. Ref trying to hurry up the players. This is not a timeout.
And Andrew, with 31 seconds left, can the Rams withstand the Rutgers prep pressure and make this just a one-possession sequence here, or are they going to be forced to get a basket off?
Here's Servito making a move on Jones. Kicks it to Cook. With 20 seconds left, Rams looking for a last shot here. Finds Servito in the corner for three. That's going to be no good, but John Perone with a huge rebound as he's going to put up a shot, but he's going to get blocked. And John Perone is going to get called for a foul.
And Perone's fourth after Coach Doherty and Perone himself thought he got fouled. And Max Ince, the junior, will enter.
I don't know how they're going to call that a foul. John Perone had his entire hand around the ball. as he was going for the steal. So, I mean,
Fortunately, he also had his left hand around the hip, Andrew. And again, a very tough sequence, so one that definitely goes either way. Let's see if the Rams can hold off the basket here as the Minutemen will roll the ball, see how far they can get it. Again, the clock doesn't start until it's touched. 10 seconds left.
Jaden Collins working on Max Cook. Kicks it out to Parker. Parker for three. No good to seemingly Franklin puts it up, and that's going to be another buzzer beater here for the Minutemen as Franklin puts up a putback layup as the clock is winding down. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that basket right there from Franklin Jones is going to tie this ball game up 53-53 at the end of 3 quarters with the 4th quarter still to remain. We'll be back in a few minutes with the start of the 4th.
Up, it's fine. And we start the final stanza here on Coach Farrell Court at the Gator Hall. 53-53 as Rutgers Prep inbounds the ball. Again, the Rams had a last night heartbreak falling in overtime to Scotch Plains Fanwood, and they get a great start to the 4th quarter, forcing the turnover. And Rutgers Prep will add a man press, seeking to speed up the Rams.
Rutgers Prep bringing that press back that they had in the first half that wasn't seeming to be too effective here against the Rams as they get by it very quickly. Conniff with the ball up top, guarded by Kelly, makes a move and gets past him. Here's Servito, kicks it to Jones. Gets around Jones, and that's going to be a Euro step and a huge block there from Franklin Jones off the hip of Greg Jones, and is going to be out of bounds. That's a violent block there from Franklin Jones. My goodness. Here's Atkins with the ball. Gives it out to Kelly. Kelly drives inside. Kicks it out to Pagee. Pagee makes a move on Jones. Gets inside. Kicks it out to Kelly again in the corner for three. No good. Bradley steals the ball away from Pagee. Max Cook is fighting for it with Jones. That's going to be a jump ball here. That's going to be Oratory's ball. As Jones was picking the ball up while Max was holding it and picked up Max Cook at the same time. But the Rams are going to retain possession here for that offensive sequence there from the Minutemen. Here's Max Cook. Started by Franklin Jones. Seen Jones has been a big defensive guy here as he almost goes for the steal, almost gets it. Jones gets the ball, takes it away from Atkins, drives inside.
No shot. Going to have the foul on Rutgers Prep's number 11, Jaden Collins for the hold. Atkins on the hold before the basket.
Bradley's going to be inbounding down low as Bradley drops the ball there as the ref tries to give it to him. Ref's telling him, you got to catch the ball, son. All right. Tries to find Conniff down low, but doesn't get it. Collins intercepts. Collins making a move down low, gives it to Kelly, and a big yam there from Kelly to give the Minutemen the lead here by 2 points, 55-53. Here's Greg Jones.
Perone going to check back into the game. Coach Doherty emphatic that he wants the size of John in the game against a very big. Oh, he's fouled. Bradley fouled. Even as he's got a Band-Aid or something clogging his nose with the blood, foul, taking 3 shots.
Eye for an eye. John Perone gave up a 3-point foul earlier in the game, and then Atkins here gives one up for Bradley as he's going to be shooting his. Makes his first. Asher Bradley, one of the better free throw shooters on this team, so putting him to the line for 3 shots is definitely a good thing. Hopefully I didn't just give the commentator's curse. And I did. John Perone's going to come back in here for Servito with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left. Can he ride with only 1 foul left remaining before he is tossed from this game? As Bradley comes to the line for his 3rd and final free throw. And he makes that one. That's going to be a timeout here for Coach Doherty and the coaching staff. It's going to be a full timeout here for the Rams with 6:31 left to play in a 55-55 game.
And again, all square here. The Rams leading most of the way, withstanding every charge from the Minutemen here. Andrew, what would you say that Coach Doherty's imploring his Rams to do here? Again, they just had a back-breaking loss to Scotch Plains Fanwood in overtime. Again, in a similar sequence, leading much of the way and ceding a couple late baskets to fall in the round of 16 of the Union County tournament. What would you say is most on the minds of the coaching staff?
I think a big thing for them, especially in these moments, is to be able to keep the ball, be composed, and make good passes and only good passes. You know, not a lot of turnovers here in these last 6 minutes. It was a big problem for them in the first half when they had 12 turnovers. Getting good baskets, let your shooters shoot. You know, John Perone's been on fire the whole game. Greg Jones is always a good shooter down the stretch. I think if you get it to your players who can score the basketball and you keep your defensive mind and you don't foul, I think the Rams will be good here.
An interesting sequence here. We're close enough and the gym was quiet enough. A rarity for the gated gym. You could hear Rutgers prep coach Matt Bloom saying, quote, it's effort, boys. Who's going to make the big play? Rutgers prep definitely sensing a very big momentum shift here. Let's see if the Rams can regain the momentum.
Collins working on Cook here and goes up for the floater and doesn't get it. But he gets his own rebound and puts that layup back up. And I think just as you were saying, the Rutgers prep coach, if he's looking for anybody to be that effort and be that guy, it's going to be Jaden Collins. Here's Conniff, gets around Jones, finds Perone down low. Perone goes for a fadeaway, but gets swatted by Franklin Jones as Adkins comes down the court, finds Kelly. That's going to be a big basket there from Kelly. Through the contact of Pat Conniff. As the Rams now go down by 4. Bijay is clapping in the face of Max Kirk. Seen people get a technical foul for that. So as Asher loses the ball, but Jones picks it up. Jones tries to go past him. Puts up a mid-range when the foul was called, but it's going to be a foul there on Jaden Collins. As the Rams are going to inbound here again. Don't know what the confusion was about there, but
16 fouls for the Minutemen here. They're shooting very soon if the Rams could draw more contact.
Max Hook working on Adkins, almost makes him fall. Kicks it out to Jones in the corner. Jones is going to get double teamed. Kicks it out to Conniff and he gets it. Conniff puts up a floater and there's going to be no good, but Asher Bradley with a big rebound as he goes up and there's going to be no call there as Kelly had his hands all the way up, but Max Hook with a huge steal. He's going to find Asher Bradley in the corner. Spin move, goes up with his left hand, and that's going to be no good off the backboard and the front rim. Asher looks to be limping a lot here, so he's going to try and get subbed out. As Jones makes a basket, Coach Doherty's going to have to call a timeout here because Asher's in some severe pain. After missing that basket there. And a big layup down the stretch here for Franklin Jones, and that's going to be a 61-65 lead for the Minutemen now.
Again, 61-55. Rutgers prep with 7 of the last 10 baskets here, making a late run of their own. Rams putting on a valiant effort against the 17-5 Minutemen, currently the 3 seed in non-public South A. Again, hearing Coach Matt Bloom saying, let's execute, continue to execute, boys. And in the end, that's key. Let's see if the Rams can execute here and make the comeback and get this game back in their favor.
And here we go with the Rams down below, inbounding under their own basket. Mac took guarded by Atkins. Trying to get the ball out of his own backcourt. Gets past him. It's going to be switched on. Franklin Jones kicks it out to John Perone. Makes a move, step back for three. That's going to be no good. There's a big rebound there from Kelly, but Conniff dives on the ball and he gets it back. But then the Minutemen strip it from him. As they're all trying to press the ball of Jaden Collins. Jaden Collins is going to go down low, and he's going to jelly layup that. My goodness. Acrobatic finish there for Jaden Collins.
Coast to coast there for Collins. And the lead is balloon 8, the largest lead with 4 minutes, 15 seconds left.
Greg Jones working on Collins. Kicks it to John Perone in the corner for three again. John Perone has not made a three in a very long time as Jaden Collins runs down the court, and he's going to put up a left-hand layup. Silky smooth there from Jaden Collins. An amazing finish there for him as the Rams have lost their lead and have gone down by 10 points now in this fourth quarter. Here's Greg Jones working on Franklin Jones, and that's going to be a foul there. Franklin Jones not allowing Greg to pass by. Looks like Asher Bradley's going to be coming back into the game after that short injury stint of his before. Hopefully he's all right. Servito's going to be coming out of the game. And Jones is going to be shooting free throws here after that foul.
Always big shooting for baskets with the clock stopped. 2 crucial free throws coming up down the stretch.
It's going to be 1 for 1 for Jones, and he's going to miss his first. As Atkins is going to have the ball here. Gets around Jones. Kicks it to Jones in the corner, and he's going to get a good layup. That's going to be another timeout here by Oratory here after going down by 12 points.
10-0 run here for the Minutemen. Dirk Doherty's going to talk it over with 3 minutes, 36 seconds left here as the Rams seek, again, just looking for a basket, Andrew, right? All of a sudden they've not scored in almost 3 minutes. Getting looks, but not getting the baskets.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to take your open shots, and if you can't make your open shots, I mean, there's really nothing you can do about that. Oratory have been trying to find their good shots, getting to the line as Greg Jones just was for his 1-and-1 free throws, but Oratory just not really able to connect here. And, before this fourth quarter, we asked if the Rams could sustain this lead that they've kept. And if you can't make baskets, you can't sustain a lead. And, some acrobatic finishes in the paint from Franklin Jones and Jaden Collins have not helped their case either to try and win this game.
Again, in the end, looking over at Rutgers Prep, here's a team that's averaging victories by almost 20 points a game here. And the Rams have really kept them at arm's length, and it wasn't until this fourth quarter started tied up that the Minutemen really have put a dent in the Rams' hopes of pulling off the upset.
I think a big thing here for the Rams is as they start to get to the third and fourth quarters, they start to get very tired. The Rams here, not exactly a depth-heavy team, playing with 7 players really at most if you don't include the addition of Mike Perone as he's injured for this game. They get tired throughout these games because you're playing, Greg Jones for in so many minutes as Bradley thinks he got a lot of contact there going down as Jaden Collins runs down the floor and gives it to Jones. And those are those transition points that the Minutemen really love to have. 3-on-2, even a 4-on-3, 2-on-1s. Down the stretch in transition, they've been incredibly effective with getting points in the paint. And the Rams have not had a response for it. Here's Jones. Working on Franklin Jones. As he steps back, nothing to him. John Perone tries to drive inside. Puts up a floater, and that's going to be good there from John Perone. The first basket from Oratory in a very long time, as the lead's still going to be 12 points with 2:40 left in this fourth. Here's Pidgey. Kicks it to Atkins. Atkins drives down low. Puts up a layup, but that's going to be no good. Off the hands of Kelly. Pidgey is going to come down low, and that's going to be a timeout there called by the Rutgers Prep coaching staff to try and keep the possession of the ball, as the ball is kind of flying around everywhere.
30-second timeout here called by Matt Bloom. Again, ball bouncing around the key. Several near misses by the Rams. And he's, again, just saying to his guys, composure, time. You can hear him noting the lack of a shot clock here in New Jersey. The Rams aren't pressuring the Minutemen. Could be game over very, very soon.
We're going to see how much the Minutemen here abuse the no shot clock rule, as you said, here in New Jersey. So with 2:27 left and a 12-point deficit, it's not looking good here for the Oratory Prep Rams. Although they played a good first two and a half quarters, but have started to crumble under the pressure here as the Minutemen have gotten a lot of transition buckets.
You wonder what role playing extra minutes, again, a little extra basketball yesterday in Scotch Plains with the overtime game, big county game against Scotch Plains Fenwood. But they've rebounded well and fought hard against a very, very talented, very, very quick Rutgers Prep team.
As Jaden Collins, again, another acrobatic right-handed finish on the left side of the basket.
He's got 18 tonight. Wow.
Jones looking for anybody. Here's Bradley. Makes a move, kicks it out for John Perone in the corner for three, and that's going to be good from John Perone. 11-point game with just a little bit under 2 minutes left. Jaden Collins makes a move around Max Cook. Jaden Collins gets past Cook, gets past Bradley. Spin move inside, right-hand finish, and one for Jaden Collins.
Collins gets a very, very soft rim there as that ball touched basically every bit of the rim and finishes the end one play. And on a night where he scores his 1,000th, he also eclipses his season average with his 23rd point of the game.
My goodness.
The MAC is definitely going to have their hands full facing him next year. Again, he's a Marist commit and certainly also going to be a handful in the upcoming state tournament for a lot of different teams. He's certainly number one on their game plan as he misses the free throw.
Misses his free throw, so the Rams are only down by 13. Bradley working on Collins. Gives it out to Perone. Gets past Kelly. Drives inside. Kicks it down low to Jones. Jones puts it up and he gets it in. Once again, an 11-point game, but can the Rams find a way to stop this Minutemen offense, specifically Shaden Collins? Finds Pagee. Drives down low, kicks it down to Jones, and Jones is another dunk there for Jones. My goodness. Jones puts it behind the back move, but doesn't get it as Kelly drops the ball. Perone gets it. Bradley for three, and that's going to be no good. Jones kicks it out to Cook. Cook for three again, and that's looked like an air ball, maybe off the front of the rim there from Cook, but either way, not looking good. Seeming a 30-second timeout here taken by the Rutgers Prep.
30-second timeout for Rutgers Prep here as Matt Bloom was lamenting the fact that the ball was not stopped. That play was not stopped despite Kelly limping at midcourt. Again, no play coming that way. Referees saw no need to stop and make it a 5-on-4.
Didn't look like the Rutgers Prep coach wanted to call that timeout, but a little bit of a slip up there maybe by the ref. Here's Atkins. Oh, 40 seconds left in this game. Down by 13. The foul there by Max Cook there on Atkins. With a 13-point deficit, 36 seconds left. This game's over. An unfortunate crumble here for the Rams.
Again, a fantastic effort by Coach Doherty's squad. Certainly a lot to look positively at as they enter the stretch run before the state tournament with an away game on Tuesday against Madison. And then we'll be back live for our last broadcast of the season next Wednesday night, 7 p.m. versus Pope John the 23rd, currently the 13th seed in non-public A. The Rams currently the 11th. We'll be back for senior night. Andrew, your senior night up in the broadcast booth. Again, can't thank you enough for all you and Matt Sturcio have done this season. Ryan Kennedy as well. We were remiss to mention Sean McAvoy. And as the buzzer sound, again, valiant effort by the Rams. We also send our best wishes, speaking of state tournament, to the Oratory Prep hockey team getting ready in just a couple minutes over at Cody Arena to face the fifth-seeded Montclair Blues in the quarterfinals of the Kelly Cup. Take it away, Andrew. And with that, again, our final score here, 75 for Rutgers Prep, 62 for the Oratory Prep Rams. I'm John Hughes alongside Andrew Van Hoven, saying so long from Coach Farrell Court on the gated gym on the campus of Oratory Prep. Happy Friday, everybody. Enjoy the long weekend.